Hello everyone, how is everybody doing? This is C, and I'm back for another picker card reading. I'm gonna say, as a forewarning, I might be skipping some weeks because I'm currently going through some personal things right now, and I won't be able to do like every week like I want to. But I think once I become more, my environment becomes a little bit more stable, I'll be able to do more card readings like I want. But for now, this is a weekly reading for November 3rd, from November 3rd, starting tomorrow, daylight savings, to Saturday, November 9th. And I'm going to do something a little different this time. I am going to, I have cards right from the Soul's Journey deck that I used in my last video. And I want to shuffle a bit and see what we as a collective, as all of us, all three piles and all of us watching, what is the main, we're going to figure out what the main theme is going to be for us this week, and could show us what we could work on, what to expect, or things of that nature. So I'm going to start shuffling. It's going to be very brief, it's not going to be long. So my table is very tiny, so I'm actually going to be shuffling off camera. I'm going to try to, let's start now. Actually, let me try to move something here, and let's try to shuffle on camera first. All right. Two flew out already. Gosh, before I even asked. Okay. All right, that's fine. We'll take those. We'll take those. I didn't have to shuffle very, very long at all. So the message for the collective, for all of us, is envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So this week as a whole, we need to, two things we need to be careful of is envy. We need to be careful not to let our jealousy and our pride get in the way of of somebody else's success. Sometimes we can see people doing a lot better than us, or we can see, or somebody else's time is divided, that you don't feel like you're that person, like a friend or a partner or a family member, like you feel like their time is not spent with you, and you can get a little envious of that. Or people could be envious of you. It could work both ways. They could be envious of what you have. And for that, I would say, take that with stride. You can't change another person's opinion about you, but if you're the one being envious, it's like, don't be envious, because everyone has their own sets of challenges, and that includes you. You are unique, you are your own person. And it says here with abundance, you are in the process right now of manifesting what it is you want. It says, I'm a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So, your abundance is actually going to happen this week, or there's going to be plants of seeds happening for your abundance. Like, things are going to start for you to get your abundance. But in the meantime, try your best not to be envious of what you don't have, but somebody else may have. And it's easier said than done. I get that's actually, it is one of my flaws that I'm working on, because I kind of, sometimes I get that way. Sometimes I feel like, oh, why does this person have this? I wish I could have what they have. Why don't I have what they have? But in reality, I'm my own person. I got things that people might, envy me about, but I can't control that. I can only control my thoughts, my own self, my own thoughts. And that's kind of the collective, as a whole. That's the message that we need to work on this week. It's just work on what we have, work on what we got, because our abundance is coming. Your abundance is on its way. And that's a definite. Okay. So, aside from those collective messages, now we have our separate messages for different people, for different collectives. We have here pile 1, we have pile 2, and we have pile 3. So do your best, close your eyes, choose your intuition, Use your intuition to choose which pile is best for you. And of course, if the messages I say here do not resonate with you, then that's absolutely fine. You take what applies to you and leave the rest. If it does apply to you, that's wonderful. That's great. So we're going to begin with number 1. All right, for those who have picked number 1, this is your pile. I could get a little long-winded. I know, but I'm working on my throat, the throat chakra, working on talking more, and of course being more comfortable with the camera. So anyway, this is your crystal. Here's your crystal for the week, and it is called Hedonite. Claim your happy place. So if you want to pause and read what this message says, feel free to do so. And we will get to your tarot. So right here we have, I decided to use a different tarot because I've been using the everyday tarot, which is more detailed, but I'm going to try and do something a little different. I'm trying to do something a little different each time. So right here I have the Kawaii tarot. So here are the cards that we have for you. We have the Star, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Hermits. I'll put that there. Here we have these 2 cards are the Making Magic oracles. I decided to put the little reminders to rest because I feel like these will be more stronger for you for the week, and these are going to be sigils. If you feel like pausing the video and figuring out what you want to manifest yourself this week, these are the perfect cards to do. I will read these at the end. This is from the Work Your Light Oracle. We have Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. From the Moonology deck, we have Take time to breathe out. And don't let your past hold you back. And from the Wild Offering, we have Being Enough. Loneliness. And independence. So right off the bat, I am seeing definitely that this is a week where you have been going, you've just been going. And this is for some people, you actually might be burned out. You might be very burned out mentally. If not physically, then you're definitely burnt out mentally. And this is the week where you really need to do some self-reflection and introspection at this time. With the Hermit, don't take time to breathe, take time to breathe out, take a break. This is the time where you really are going to be, this is a time where you're really going to be guided. You're going to actually have a lot of spiritual influence this week for you. And this is also a week where you're going to figure out, for many, and not all, but for many, you really are going to figure out, okay, what is my soul's purpose? What am I really here to do? What do I want to do with my life? I feels like I'm just going around in circles and just I'm not doing what I want. I'm not doing what my heart wants to do. So what can I do? And taking this time to breathe and take a break is going to be very important for you. So it's much needed. And with the Star and the King of Cups, it's definitely going to be very beneficial for you emotionally. And I think because with the Star here, the Star symbolizes hope. It symbolizes, it symbolizes bright things. It symbolizes that you've been through you've been to hell and back, and the star shines, letting you know the clouds are clearing and you can see it. Things are brighter. Things are going to get better. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. It's just you need to take time and embrace that. And where it says here, with the hermit and loneliness, it's definitely you embracing your solitude. It says here, when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude. And that's when kindred spirits can finally come. So being by yourself, and I mean being by yourself, is going to be critical. It's going to be critical. And it says here, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You're going to be working on, you're going to be gaining your independence. You're going to be trying, this is a week where you're going to realize, okay, I don't want to do what my father did, my mother did, my ancestors, my family, their ancestors. It's you're going to, this is a week where you're going to have a lot of introspection, and you're going to do a lot of healing, but you're also going to be doing things different for you. You're not going to do things because your family said it's your family is urging you to do it. No, you're going to be following your heart, yourself. And that's going to be very, very important this week. And where it says here, being enough, that's what you're also going to realize too. It says the innermost heart says you are enough, nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow more deserving. Yes, you are loved. Your confidence is going to be very, very strong when you take that time to reflect, when you take that time to just take a break and from just the chaos that's going on in your mind, the chaos that's going on around you physically. Just take a break, take time to yourself, and I'm sorry, take time to figure out what you want to do. And when you figure out what you want to do, things are going to be a bit clearer for you, and you're definitely, and that's where the Queen of Swords is here. You're going to find truth. You're going to really take this time to sort out your emotions, heal your emotions, see things for what they are, and you're not taking no more bullshit. You don't want to take any more of it. You really are okay, this is what it is. All right. Okay, this is what it is. All right, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it this way no more. This is how I'm going to do it. And I see that being very beneficial for group number 1. And this is also good at, we're here, these two things. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. That's another thing that goes with breaking the chain. Whatever it is that you do, that you gain your independence from, or you get your independence from, it's almost like a lesson. It's almost like, okay, the universe is going to be like, okay, this is what we're going to give you. How can you make it different this time? And one of the things you have to do to make it different is not let your past hold you back. Don't let, past mistakes that you've done, or your family's done, or your past relationships have done. Don't let any of that hold you back from what it is you're going to do for yourself, because you're going on to do great things. You're going to be very abundant. Number 1, very abundant for my group number 1s. You're going to be very, very abundant, but you have to make sure you're just not falling in the same trap. There's hope for you. You just have to make those steps to do it. And it's going to be this time is, so to cover it all, be by yourself this week. You're going to have a lot of emotions this week, but they're going to be balanced. You're going to find emotional maturity, because that's what the King of Cups is. He's balanced. He is emotionally mature. He is able to see things for what they are, and he won't freak out, and he won't get overly emotional. So you're going to find a balance in things this week, definitely. And you're going to find your soul's calling. And when you find your soul's call, and among your soul's calling is the freedom and independence that you're searching for, and doing things, you're going to be doing things a bit different. You're not going to be doing what your family's done. You're going to break patterns, or you're going to start breaking patterns. This is going to be the week of that. So this is it for my group 1. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not it. I don't want to end it. Not yet. We still have these cards. So So let's see what we have. And this is, like I said, this is a sigil. These are sigil cards. So either you can write them for yourself to help manifest, or just pause the video and read what it says and let it apply to your life. So we have here Felix. I want to pronounce this right. Felix Felicitas. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. So this is going to be a week for you to, work on your power, work on your abundance, and help, create, serendipity and luck. And this one is on target. See? On target. What is your soul calling you to do? Follow your life path. So if you want to pause and keep this for yourself this week, or draw the sigil, this will be very important for you. You're going to be following your life path. Like, this is a week where you're going to have epiphanies and do what it is your heart desires. The star is here because the star shows you hope. The star shows you that there's going to be new beginnings and the universe is working with you. Okay? So that's what I have. That's all I have for group 1. I want to thank you for watching this. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe or stick around for the other 2. The more the merrier. All right. So we're going to move to group 2. Thank you. Okay, group 2. Hi, and welcome back. So we're going to see what your cards are for November 3rd to November 9. And this is your crystal, and it is rose quartz. So lovely. I love rose quartz. I love rose quartz. So here is the card if you feel like pausing it and seeing what it's about. But we have here, take care of your heart. It's definitely a very loving stone. It's a good stone to have when you are for love and for friendships. So let's see what your tarot says. And let's see, we're going to put that to the side. You guys have 1 card. Pile 1 had 2. So let's see what your tarot is. The 4 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. For the Work Your Light, we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? From the Wild Offering, we have service, doubt, abundance. See, that's what I got when it came to the collective. All right, that's the collective message, abundance. Step out of your comfort zone. For the Moonology deck, confidence is your key to success. Bring love into the situation. Okay, so definitely, from what I'm seeing here, is you, number 2s, and this is the same kind of feeling, vibe I had about a week prior, is that you guys are insanely creative. You are the creative bunch of these piles, I've noticed. And this week, you definitely need to do things to step out of your comfort zone. You definitely are going to do, or you're going to try new things. You're going to definitely birth something. You're definitely going to start something. You're going to start something brand new in the creative sense, whether it's writing or blogging, or if you're a musician, you do music or art. You're definitely going to be starting something definitely very creative, and you're going to be abundant in it. And the 7 of Pentacles is like, this is a starting phase of it. It's like you're beginning to work on it, and what you're going to be working on as time goes on, it's going to make you money. You're definitely going to have money doing this project. However, I do see that you could be doubting yourself this week. You could be feeling like you're not, your stuff is maybe too out there, or you feel like you're too out there as a person. So here's where the Four of Cups is, because you see these three cups right here, these are opportunities being presented, but the one upside down is more like this is what you're kind of looking at. It's like you feel like, or it could even be like when it's like don't fit in, it's like, or don't dim to fit in. You could be feeling like you're the upside down cup in a group, in a world of upside right cups, you know, and it could create doubt in you. You might feel like people aren't ready to see you, or see you for who you are, and that's not true. You really need to step out of your comfort zone and do what it is that makes you unique. Don't dim your light. Do not dim your light for people, for you to fit in because somebody else told you to fit in. Don't do that to yourself. Please don't do that to yourself. And where, like, if you want, you can read here what comes to doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. So if you're feeling down, just remember that. And then it says here, service. You are probably going to be of service to somebody, whether it is somebody's going to ask for your services, or you're going to offer your services to somebody, or you're going to help somebody, you know, and that's going to show, that's going to shine, it's going to shine a light on you, you know, and that's where I see here with the sun. You know, your hard work is going to pay off and you're going to shine because of it. But the Ace of Wands brings birth to new creations. It brings birth to new creative opportunities. And it's a very good thing. Like I said, the Seven of Pentacles is here because it's going to make you money in the end. It's going to make you abundant, like once you start this project. So don't be afraid to start your projects, you know. Confidence, see? Confidence, new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. You need to work on your self-confidence this week. Like I see if you put enough effort into it, it's definitely going to work out for you. You just need to be confident and be careful of doubting yourself. Stepping out of your comfort zone is another way to do that too. And it could be, to me, I feel like this could be more than just the creative sense. It just could be you as an individual, you know, you just shining this week, you being more appealing to people's eyes this week. Like the people are going to see that you're different. They're going to see how unique you are, and they're going to love that. Like they're really going to love that. You just need to be careful not to doubt, and you need to be careful not to miss the opportunities that come your way. You know, just, or doubt yourself, feeling like you can't do it because you're this upside down cup in a world of right side up ones. No, don't do that to yourself. Be that you're that upside down cup for a reason. You are you. You are unique. Okay? Don't let any opportunities pass you by. Don't let anybody tell you that, you know, your creations aren't anything. You are unique. Please remember that. You know, dreaming a new world into being. So you're definitely going to be creative this week, and it's going to help you. It's going to make you abundant. So just keep working on that and bring love into the situation. You know, be more, you know, like I said, you're going to be out there more. You're going to be, you know, you're going to start showing love to people, and people are going to start showing love to you. That's a definite fact. Like I said, you're going to be so radiant this week that people are going to be like, wow, who, or people who don't know you, they'll be like, wow, who is she? Or who is he? You know, wow, he's this, wow, I like the energy they're giving out, you know. Or people that you do know, they're going to be like, wow, you're very vibrant this week. Wow, can't believe, oh, you know, you're different. You know, you're walking different, you're looking different, you know, you sounding different. And that's your confidence coming out. So I see that, you know, it's going to be good for you. Let's see here what you have for your making magic, or sigils. Triple spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. So you are definitely going to be learning life's lessons along the way. If you want to pause that and use that for your sigils, be fine to do so. It's good to do so. Sorry, my words are whatever right now. Yeah, I definitely just see you. I just see you shining this week. You shining like the sun this week, or something's going to happen where you're going to start, like your confidence is going to start rising this week. If it's not completely there already, it's definitely going to start. And that primarily involves projects that you're going to start doing. Something creative. You're going to start doing something creative. Maybe you're going to do something creative with your appearance that's going to make people recognize you more. Something with your hair, something with your clothes. Just something different, and you're going to give a different vibe, a different lighter energy to you. But don't dim your light. Like, let your light shine. Even if people around you have that dim light, you're going to keep shining. Don't let other people dim your light. All right? So that's it. That's all I'm seeing for number 2. So I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this. I hope the messages resonated with you. And we're going to move on to pile 3. All right. Thanks. All right, guys. We are now at the last but not least, group number 3. And let's see what your crystal is for the week. This looks like opal. So it's definitely opal. Yep, definitely opal. So we have here, if you'd like to pause it and see what the message about opal is, but we focus primarily on the bottom. Feel all your feels. Feel the feels. Feel all the feels. I forgot what that meme was. It was hilarious though. So we have opal. So let's see what your messages are, group 3. So from the Kawaii Tarot, we have the Chariot. Sorry, the card hit the card hit my phone. The 6 of Cups. The Knight of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. Okay. If you hear any noise, please forgive that. It's very loud outside. Okay? This is your message for later. From the Work Your Light, we have Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Your ancestors stand beside you. I think they're playing music outside. It's Saturday, Anyway, because I'm doing this Saturday, I'm going to make it into Sunday, like tomorrow, whatever. Anyway, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. From the Moonology deck, we have a fiery climax approaches. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the music. Nothing will come of this situation. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. From the Wild Offering deck, we have creative blocks. And they got louder. Okay. True Offering. And divine timing. Give me one moment, please. Sorry, I paused it because I thought the music would stop. It's not going to stop, so just please bear the noise. I'm going to go through this. I want to go through this as best I can, okay? So, what I'm seeing here for number 3 is definitely something is going to happen for you. Something definitely is going to happen for you, and it's going to happen fast. And what that is it's definitely something that's something that you've been going through for the longest time, and it's been very rough. It's been very, very rough on you, whether it's something that you've been trying to do creatively, like it says creative blocks. Maybe it's something that you've been waiting for, or it's just something that you have been, something that's actually been getting you down. And I see here with the 8 of Swords, this could be this could be you entering an era of just trapped thinking, negative thinking. You're thinking, oh, nothing's working out for me. Nothing's working for me. I'm just going to be like this forever. I'm trapped. I can't get out. And that's a way of thinking that you actually need to really stop doing. You really need to stop thinking that way, because it says here with the Knight of Swords, I think that's like the Knight of Swords is here because this is how you want to think. You want to think like the Knight of Swords. You want to be clear cut, straightforward, just now like figure out, or actually the 8 of Swords could be working with the Knight of Swords and you thinking, nope, that's the way it is. This is how it is. No, like, it's not going to work out. Things are not working out. Nothing will come of this situation. That's how you feel. It's like nothing's working out for me. This is terrible. And it's kind of putting you in a really bad state. It's putting you in a depression, and that's not good. So, right now, you kind of need to stop doing that. You really need to stop doing that, and you really need to get in the mindset of the Six of Cups. This could be a time where you really need to work on being more giving, maybe being of service to somebody else during this time, or let somebody do something nice for you. Like, this is a time where you could work on working on your inner child, doing something that makes you smile, and being kind of take your mind off of that negative trapped way of thinking. We have here the end of a tough cycle approaches. So definitely this is going to be a week where whatever it is that you've been going through, like things that have been making you feel so trapped, and you or have you thinking, this is not going to change. This is it. This is it. No, that's not it. And I think that fiery climax and the chariot combined that's that energy that's going to come quick. Like the end of your tough cycle is going to come quick like the chariot, or quick like a fiery climax. And when that happens, I think that's going to, but here's the thing. I'm sorry, I'm going a little off track because the music was still playing. Music's still playing loud. So what's going to happen for you is what you need to do is trust in divine timing. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. So you really need to trust in divine timing, because when that divine timing happens this week, I don't know when, I don't know what your circumstances are, and I don't know when. However, it's definitely going to be this week. And when that divine timing happens, or if it or it's going to start happening this week. If it doesn't happen completely this week, it's going to start happening this week. And when it does, it's going to be quick. It's going to be very, very fast. So you really need to make sure you're on the left, like you're really going to be okay. And they're going to, get your mind out of that Eight of Swords thinking, and get out of that Eight of Swords thinking, because you are definitely going to be more like, this is also a time for you that you're going to evolve spiritually. It says here, you are not alone. Your ancient ancestors stand beside you. So you're not alone in this. If you feel like you are, or you do feel like you're trapped, or you feel like nothing's coming out of the situation, like everything sucks, talk to your ancestors, talk to your guides. That's what they're there for. They help, let them help you get through the situation. It says here, with the initiation, true offering, and sisterhood of the rose, you are definitely as well going to be entering a different phase in your life that has to do with being a mystic, that has to do with you really tapping into your intuition and being more spiritually involved than you have been before. That's why it says here, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Like, you'll notice here on this card where you see how the darkness is? It's all dark. It's all gray. Lightning is striking. That's how you feel right now. You feel like, I think I see snakes. Are those snakes? I see it up close. Yeah, there's snakes in there, like people who've done you wrong, and lightning's like everything just seems to be crumbling around you. That's how you feel right now. But this is a week where you're going to be walking. You're going to be walking out of that, or out of all of that, and you see how beautiful the purple sky and the blue water and all that is. That's where you're going to be walking into. Now, whether it means you're going to be walking to that physically, meaning things are going to get better from you from the physical sense, or it means you're going to be in the spiritual sense. But you're not trapped. You're not as trapped as you think you are. And not everything is as clear cut as you think it is. Things are not as they appear right now, especially since I guess Mercury's in retrograde. I don't necessarily pay attention to that too much. I personally don't really pay attention to that too much, but I know other people do. But I do know, like, some things can happen during this time where really weird things can happen, or things are not what they seem. So get your mind out of that Eight of Swords thinking. Get into the mindset of where you feel of the Knight of Swords, where you're willing to say, okay, so that maybe this is not what it is, but I want to find out the truth of what it is. I'm going to find out the truth. I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure I'm clear-minded in this, and I'm going to charge for whatever it is that I want. So, like I said, the energy, and it says here with creative blocks, read this if you are an artist. So, if you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. So for some people, you might be an artist, and maybe that crumbling time is just you having a hard time finding work, or you being able, or creating anything. And maybe that purple and blue, that ocean and purple skies is you finally having a eureka moment and starting your crafts again, or starting your work again. But I definitely see that for many, this is an era, this is a time where you've been going through such a rough cycle, and you've been going through such a hard time, and I'm very sorry for that. Very sorry that you've been going through a hard time, but this is a week where things are going to be just quick, quick, quick. Things are going to start moving for you. And if they don't move quick for you, they're definitely moving for you. Things are starting to get better. You just have to trust in divine timing. And this is what I said here too when I talked about the illusions, true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So just try to get your mind out of just your anxieties and your fears and your thinking in that Eight of Swords. You're not trapped. You're not as trapped as you think you are. Okay? Work on just finding things that give you joy. Work on, your inner child. Do something that makes you happy this week. Definitely do something that makes you happy. It's understandable that right now things are not pretty happy for you. Like I said, you're thinking right now, nothing's going to come out of the situation. Nothing's going to be working out for me. Everything is just falling apart. It's not working. I don't know, everything I do is working, and I'm going to be like, things are happening for me and I really need assistance. And just call on your ancestors, call on your guides and angels. They can hear you. They're around you. Just ask for help, ask for assistance. And in the physical realm too, ask for help if you need it. Get the help that you need. And you never know, that could actually be the start of that could start your end of a tough cycle. That could be the beginning of it. And I know for you guys as well, you guys are mystics, you guys are priestess or teachers, or you're into beauty. Like, focus on that as well. And I really see that being heightened as this week goes on. So let's see what your last card is for you already saw it. So for the making magic, it is the Tree of Life. So if you want to pause that and see what the sigil is, true wisdom and making good choices in life. So really focus this week on making sure you're being wiser than than you have been. Or seek wisdom from somebody that can offer it to you. Please don't think that all hope is lost. Trust me, please don't think all hope is lost. Things are, any fears that you have, take them up, talk to your guides, talk to the universe, pray to God if you believe in them, talk to somebody about it. Talk about your issues, and just start making good choices in life. Just if you feel like you're resorting back to old patterns, try your best not to do that. Try your best to make good choices, and you'll see how far it's going to take you, and it's going to take you far. But this is definitely definitely for the most part a spiritual evolution for you this week. And you're going to be abundant, just like the other two groups. You're going to be very abundant. Things are going to start changing for the better. So that's it. That's all I have for this reading for card number 3, and for all the readings in general. If you enjoyed the messages that I have sent, please be sure to like and subscribe or share. And if you guys are interested in readings, I sent my email and my Instagram up. If you want to see more of my daily things I post on my Instagram, it's at The Weird Sea, and my email is below for inquiries of private readings or any other business inquiries. So you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you. Bye. Bye.